felt it was time to talk about love in regards to the elven wisdom surrounding it. Some people have discovered this or remembered, and some represent those who are just learning. Finding romantic love to share and to get from others is one of the major goals of all souls in this world. It seems almost unattainable, and many times we rely on the stories of romance and fantasy to live vicariously through as we settle for never finding the same level of happiness and love. Tolkien provided us with a beautiful example of love that is worth giving up immortality for between Arwen and Aragorn. But is this love story actually possible? The answer may surprise you as it did for me. For many years, I was chasing after love in the way of trying to make myself look appealing to those I am attracted to. Much like the mating ritual animals do to one another, I did. I chased after the people throughout my life in subtle ways. It was the way I would dress, or act, or offer to do anything to help them, or to pump up their egos with compliments and sometimes even teases. At times, I would be overtly sexual in my youth, and I would attract the person who took those signs for surface level. They thought I just wanted a physical relationship, and I did not. I wanted real and profound love, but I did not know how to get it yet. I had many strange relationships that sat in the middle of like and flirtation, but not real transcendent love. Now looking back in hindsight, I realized that I experienced all those inauthentic relationships back then simply because I was not authentic with myself. I did not know who I really was. I searched outside for love and did not vibrationally radiate joy, happiness, and self-love enough to attract real love to me. Every relationship you enter into is a match of your certain frequency, which on a very simple level are the feelings and thoughts about yourself at that particular time. Indeed, you can be the kindest person, but if you don't feel it or have a confidence in your gifts and abilities, you will not be able to truly be authentic in your joy. This happens a lot, I see, and I used to be this person before awakening into my elven self. The Arwen archetypal energy. Many people do good things for others, but it may not be appreciated or shown gratitude in a way that registers with them. So the person who did that kind act doesn't really feel kind at all. And when this happens over and over and over again, you start to lose your self-esteem. This is why often kind-hearted people who try their best end up alone. In order to find authentic love that matches who you are, you need to believe in yourself. You need to see yourself for who you are and vibrate with that contentment and joy. If you are not happy with yourself, well then it's time to work on yourself and find ways that you can become happier with yourself. That will be a powerful magnet towards another soul who can act as a mirror for you, showing you the love that you give back to you as they give it back to you in showing you by their own actions and the relationship that they have with you. It will be an equal partnership energy-wise, and that is really what the experience of authentic love is. That is what Arwen and Aragorn had, and it is not some vague idealistic idea that only exists in fairy tales. It is real, and it is higher wisdom about where you have to be within in order to attract that level of love. I will say this: everyone who doesn't believe in love or themselves to be lovable will never find love. I know, because I was there. You will not be a match for the experience of real love when you cannot first envision it within yourself. When you chase after love but feel empty of love inside, there is no reciprocation except possibly one who sees your affections and wishes to use it for their own advantage and not yours. This is not a real authentic love, because it is imbalanced energetically. In order for it to be real to your soul, to mean something to you on a deeper level, consciously, and mirror back what you believe love to be, then it needs to be with someone who can share the relationship equally energetically and create a balance within. So the elven wisdom on finding a love like Aragorn and Arwen that exists as an example of something that is attainable to you. And I know from personal experience, because I learned this the hard way over many years, it is to work on making sure you feel love within and are at a place where you energetically have made a space in your heart for a companion to share your life with. But you are not dependent on their love, because the love is already inside of you. The secret is to be at a place where you can take a companion or not in life. Not desire it, but you welcome it. My personal story ends with a story much like Beren and Luthien, and Tolkien and his wife. I was recently single, just got my master's degree, and a great teaching job at a school I wanted. I had a sense of accomplishment in the city, vibrating within and feeling good about where I was and who I was becoming. I was working out and running by the lakefront daily and doing it for just me, not any person I wanted to attract. I was doing yoga, and I was learning about different spiritual paths and going to Buddhist temples and being happy to sit in the stillness of myself. One night, in late August, I went to a dance club, and I was dancing with another friend, but she left me to go talk to someone else, and I ended up dancing on my own on the dance floor, completely happy being alone, letting my body and mind enjoy the music and my soul just flow with my thoughts of joy. And there I saw this man watching me from the corner, much like Beren did with Luthien in Tolkien's stories. He asked me to dance, and then we sat down and chatted and learned about one another. 4 years later, we got married. But I asked him once what attracted him about me when he first met me, and he said, "You were a free spirit and dancing like you did not care who was watching you, and you seemed genuinely happy, and I wanted to meet you." And the thing was, he read me right. I was genuinely happy, because I worked on myself over the years and I stopped looking outside for love, and became it instead. Remembered that I was love. I hope this brings clarity to why you may not be able to find love at this point in time. There is nothing mysterious or vague about it. Simply means you are not matching the frequency yet of authentic love in order to experience it on the outside. You first need to give yourself some time to work on becoming love itself and embodying that as a true vibration within you. Arwen's story with Aragorn is similar, in that Arwen was happy alone as an elven maiden, and Aragorn met her and saw her contentment shine forth. Not pride, not arrogance, but an understanding of herself and holding that wisdom within. That was the elven light in her eyes that he saw. See yourself as happy being alone and single, traveling or working on something you are passionate about on your own. Dance on your own and to your own beat, as if no one is watching. Discover your happiness first without others, and get to know yourself and love yourself as you go on this journey. And I promise you, you won't have to go out looking for love. Love will come to you as you become a vibrational match to real, authentic love that matches your real, authentic self-love equally. Love will appear right around the corner when you least expect it, as Beren peered behind the trees at Luthien while she danced, unknowing of his stares.